Although the Bible promises that one day God's people will live together in peace and harmony forever, I have a really hard time understanding how that is even possible.
Why?
Because I don't know if you remember, but we went on this trip, this road trip that was supposed to be 2 weeks. Our daughters were we were hardly half an hour down the road, and our daughters were at each other's throats. So I'm thinking to myself, if our daughters who love each other so deeply couldn't get along for half an hour, how is it possible for people to live together for eternity and get along?
That's a good question. But do you remember you then pulled over on the side of the highway and you pleaded with them with tears in your eyes for them to stop quarreling?
I do.
And then you even told them that you were going to stop and they would have to get out.
I do, and I feel really bad for saying that.
Yes, I'm sure you felt bad about that, but it actually made the girls realize that they needed to stop bickering. And then, a little while later, I looked back and they were holding each other's hands and they were praying and asking God to stop them from bickering.
I remember that. And what happened?
They did. They stopped bickering, and the rest of the trip for 2 weeks was amazing because there was no more quarreling and they were best friends.
And it felt like we were in heaven. You know, Jesus promised that with God, all things are possible. So heaven can only be heaven because God will be with us, like our daughters praying together. God promises that He will be with them and they will be His people. God Himself will be with them and be their God. Without Him, it would be impossible to live together in peace and harmony forever.
Even though we are daily confronted by a world at war where people are constantly at each other's throats, one day God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. There shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away.
What a beautiful vision. And only God can make that happen.
And you can trust that only God will.